how reading works, Bri. You're just explaining how reading works.
Welcome to my class. This is how reading works.
I can reach for a well-worn book to give me an escape.
Hello, friends.
Hi.
Welcome to another video.
Today we are doing the reading habits tag. I could not find who originally created this, but we'll link something down below. And we'll put the questions down below.
An unknown link down below. Have fun. Mystery link.
Mystery link.
We'll put the questions down below in case anybody else wants to do this tag. It looks like a lot of fun.
Yes, and feel free to answer it in the comments if you don't make videos, or if you do make a video, let us know somehow. I don't Twitter.
Okay, so let's get started. Do you want me to start?
Yeah.
First question is, do you have a certain place at home for reading?
Technically, yes. I have this like little reading nook area that I film in a lot. That's technically for reading, but mostly I end up reading in bed because it's just more comfortable, and then I don't have to move when I'm done reading and want to sleep. So
that's very, very valid. For me, I have a specific reading chair, which is behind you into the corner. You've seen it in many vlogs that my cat is asleep on right now. That's my main go-to now that I have that chair, but sometimes I just read on the couch in the living room. But if I'm reading with my boyfriend, we tend to just like lie in bed together and read together in bed.
Also, like when we used to go outside, I would read on public transit a lot. That's one of my favorite places to read, but you know, we don't do that anymore.
We don't go outside anymore. What's that? What's outside?
No, I don't know. Question 2 is bookmark or random piece of paper?
Okay, technically both, but particularly usually bookmark. I like to collect bookmarks and I actually have a decent stock of bookmarks now, and I've stopped losing them. I think I'm okay right now on bookmarks. But if I can't find a bookmark, just literally anything will do. That's a stack of bookmarks.
Well, I have a lot of bookmarks. I will say, I do also now try and mostly use bookmarks, but sometimes if I am in bed and I do not have a bookmark on hand, I will just slap a piece of paper in there, but like mostly bookmarks.
Mostly bookmarks.
Because I like collecting them, it's fun.
Yeah, it really is. Next question. Number 3, can you just stop reading, or do you have to stop after a chapter or a certain amount of pages?
I like to stop at chapter breaks because it makes it easier, but like if I have to, I can just stop wherever. Like,
I can't do it. Unless I literally have to. Like I literally have to put the book down because something's coming up. Otherwise I will read to the end of a chapter. Yes.
I normally do. It's just easier.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question. 4. Do you eat or drink while reading?
Yes. Snacks are a must. I am always thirsty. I don't like to eat like food when I'm reading. I like snacks, like little like hand food that I can just eat easily when I'm reading, like chips or like cookies or like a granola bar, like just like something easy and small. And I'm always drinking liquids all the time. I'm always thirsty. I can't go without drinks ever.
I mean, yeah, same. I do a lot of snack foods. Normally like water, soda, or tea. 1 or possibly more are normally next to me when I'm reading. And then, yeah, also not really full meals, but like if I had a place like to sit and eat, I might read for a full meal, but... 5.
Multitasking. Music or TV while reading.
No. I used to be able to listen to music while not like really like have instrumental music on while I'm reading, and sometimes I'll still do that if like one of my neighbors is doing something to like drown out the nonsense. But I can't like listen to music or watch TV and read at the same time. I can read while the TV is on. I used to do that all the time, like when I was in a house with people and they would like watch TV, I would just read and ignore them. But I can't like do both.
Yeah, same here. I can't read in silence. I have to have background noise, even if it's just like hearing like the air conditioner running or something like that, or just TV on in the background. But like I can't watch TV. I can't listen to anything while I'm reading, unless it's instrumental music, which also I used to do a lot, but I haven't done recently. But I used to do a lot. I would put on the Lord of the Rings soundtracks and just read to them because they're very good book background music, especially if you're reading like a epic fantasy, which I usually
just really good music.
It's really good music. Listen.
Yeah. Question 6. 1 book at a time or several at once?
I've been trying to do more than one at once, but it's just not who I am. Guys, I don't understand you. All of you. You all do it. All of BookTube. None of you are normal. Especially Casey. But no, I've been able to like manage like 2 at once, technically speaking, when I'm not like consistently reading both. Like I can't like be in the middle of reading a book and then put it down and be like, okay, now I'm gonna switch and pick this one up. Like it has to be like, oh, I haven't read this in a few days, so I'm gonna pick it up, and then like later on that day or like 2 days later I'll pick up the other book. Like I can't just like turn one off and pick one up back, especially because I'm always reading like similar genres. I'm always reading like fantasy, and it's like in the same veins. Like I was doing my Stormlight reread while reading Wheel of Time, which I just had to stop because it's too similar. I can't do it. It's hard. I've been trying to get better at it.
I can do all the books at the same time, and like I'll just pick one up and put one down and just keep reading a different book. Like
I just don't understand.
I don't really understand either, but it's what I do.
I mean, like I didn't think like I'm very impressed by people who could do that. Like I think it's just like I have a problem with the focus of it. So being able, like I think that might be like on the opposite end, because I think that's the reason why some people do switch books so often is because of the focus issue. But I'm on like the opposite end of it, is that like I need to stick to 1 or 2 at a time because my focus can't be spread that far. It's like, oh, it's weird.
Yeah, mine's like I have a hard problem focusing on just one book. Cause like, I don't know why, like if I'm really enjoying, like I can't focus on just one book even if I'm really enjoying that book. Like recently I've been rereading Oathbringer, but I've like, there was a point where I was just trying to focus on just reading Oathbringer, and I read none of Oathbringer. I didn't read anything else either, but I read none of Oathbringer. But now that I'm focusing and letting myself read other things, it's all, my brain needs a lot happening.
Yeah, I think it's like the reason it's opposite for me is because I have like too much in my brain, so it's like I need to focus on like the one story at a time. Like I need to be able to zone in on that because everything else is too chaotic, and I think that's why that's the way for me. I think it's just we're on opposite ends of that spectrum there.
I just want all the chaos. Weird. Everything in my life is chaotic. My brain, my reading.
See, that's why I need the calm of one book at a time. Listen. Number 7 is reading at home or everywhere.
I mean, in the before times, everywhere.
Yeah.
I can read anywhere. I love like reading on public transit or just like waiting in lines. I read a lot, like at the grocery store. Just like, I would go anywhere and read. I always had like a book open on my phone. It just makes it easier. And it's also one of the reasons I read so much normally, because I always have something going. But yeah, now I read at home.
Yeah, I could, in the before times, I could read everywhere as well. I can like read if I'm in a car, if I'm traveling, anything like that, if I'm just out somewhere. If I have time to open a book, I usually have a book on me, I can open it and read it. But I prefer to read at home just because it's a more focused environment that I can actually like get into the book without interruptions. Like I know when I'm out and about reading, it's like I don't have a lot of time to sit down and read and focus on it, so it's like smaller chunks. And I like to read bigger, like sit down and for a couple hours and just like get a chunk out. But now it doesn't matter because I'm not going anywhere, so it's all at home. All at home.
Next question. Question 8, reading out loud or silently in your head?
Silence, please, forever, silently. I will sometimes like read a passage out loud to myself, but like I couldn't just sit and read a whole book out loud. You've heard me talk, like I'm not good at that. I'm much better at processing words in my head than trying to read aloud, and I promise, it's much better when you don't hear me speak.
I will say I can read a lot faster than I can speak, which is also a part of it.
Yeah, that's true too. Like I stumble over the words so much when I try to read out loud because I'm so much slower at reading it out loud than I am in my head.
But I do like reading like some passages out loud to myself. Like if you're a Cosmere Stormlight fan, like any Hoyd story I've read out loud to myself, or like some poetry or stuff to get like the right feeling of it and stuff like that. I do like reading out loud to myself, but I don't think I've ever done a whole book. I think that would be a lot.
Maybe like a picture book.
Read a picture book to my dog.
There you go. Number 9. Do you read ahead or even skip pages?
No. But I will say, if it's like if I'm reading a book for the first time, no. Unless I'm gonna DNF it, and then I will just like skim ahead and like, fuck that book. That's
fair. Like if you already know you're skipped, like you're gonna put it down and not pick it back up, and then you want to just kind of see what's coming to just know. That's fair, but otherwise, what the fuck?
I think I've done it with a few books just because of anxiety. Like I wasn't sure.
I definitely have the thing where my eyes will like wander down the page or like to the next page. Like I'll try to like, especially like if I'm like in a scary, like it's a battle and I'm trying to like see if that person's name's on the next, like are they still alive on the next page? But like I'll catch myself after a few seconds and I'm like, no, you're reading right here. Just stay here and read it. But when I sometimes wander and just look at it, but I don't like skip pages. I don't skip pages. I don't just skip ahead. I don't, no.
I like, if it's for like anxiety reasons, like, go for it.
I mean, yeah, like, you do you, but still, what the fuck?
Brie just says what the fuck, I just say whatever. I don't.
Listen, I don't understand.
It just doesn't hamper my enjoyment of it, so it doesn't bother me.
I can't.
Next question. Question 10, breaking the spine or keeping it like new.
Break that bitch! I mean, like,
Yeah,
I understand why people like to keep them unbroken, but like, I don't understand how you're gonna read the book without cracking that bitch. Like, you just gotta crack it open. You gotta suck it up, you gotta crack it open, you gotta get in there. You gotta get in there, get real dirty.
Break the spine, it makes it easier to read. And I've horrified people before, is like I purposely break the spine, like I'll like purposely like open it. And also, it just sounds really nice sometimes.
It does. It's like satisfying.
It's a good noise.
Yeah. I understand why people don't like it, but like, how are you gonna read the book without crack? Like, you just gotta suck it up and do it. Trying to read it without cracking it all the way open is just, why?
Especially like mass markets, like
God,
you can't read those books without cracking
Not
them.
a mass market, definitely not. That bitch is getting cracked wide open.
I have so many cracks on all of my mass markets.
Same. Question. It's the last question. Number 11. Do you write in your books?
Yes. I love annotating. I love writing random notes. I love underlining things I like, or just writing like what the fuck to myself, little faces. I'll write anything in my books.
I didn't until recently. I've done it in 4 books now. No, technically 5 if you count it today's answer. Done it in 5 books now. The first time I attempted it was when I read it for Casey, which there's a whole vlog on here for that. That's Casey's favorite book, so I annotated it while I read it for her, and it was a weird experience because I don't know what the fuck I was doing because I've never written in a book before. I didn't annotate, and then I got a little better at it because in this recent Stormlight reread, which I'm sure you've seen by now, all the vlogs should be up by the time you see this video, I went to fucking town with my annotations and my tabs. I don't think it's something I'm going to continue to do for like every book I read, but especially like Cosmere books or like just like a big series that I get really into, definitely. But like just like any like small YA book I pick up, I'm not gonna care enough to put that much like work into it. But it is fun. I do like it, but I have to be really invested in the story to like want to put that work in. I've learned.
Yeah, I'll write in anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really care. I do like if I find like a quote or like a passage I really like, I will for sure underline it. But like actually like annotating with like reactions and stuff is more for like specific books.
Yeah.
So I just don't have the brain power.
What's a brain? We don't know.
I only had a brain.
Well, we did it. Yay!
Yay! Welcome to the end video. If you stuck around, I don't know.
Please remember to like this video and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. And thanks for watching. And stuff. Life before death,
Before death, Radiance.
You grow up, you don't have to